The race is on among authors all vying to be top of the Christmas bestseller charts, but while this is the time of year when most books are sold, the sad truth is we're all buying fewer of them. All that is apart from teenagers. According to figures released today, young adult fiction is the one category that's bucking the trend, with sales having doubled in the last 5 years. So what is driving the teenage reading boom? Our culture editor Matthew Kane has been finding out.
You're no daughter of mine. I don't want to be your daughter. You're the worst father in the world.
At this school in South London, a class of teenagers are sharing their thoughts about reading.
Themes are the main subject of a story. Conflict, family, love, power, time and place.
Do you do it for pleasure or do you read because you have to?
I do it for pleasure, definitely. Reading is like a television, but you can imagine it in your own way.
I read quite a lot actually. I enjoy just getting out, forgetting about what's going on, actually right now in your life.
It kind of makes you feel like you're inside the book. It makes you feel, if you're reading alone, then you'll feel that there's more people around you and you're interacting with the book. So the words in it, it just is like, wow.
And the statistics back up these teenagers' love of reading. According to figures released today, sales of physical books in general have fallen by over 5% over the last 5 years. But young adult fiction is bucking the trend, with sales almost doubling over the same period.
In the same way that Harry Potter ignited a boom in fiction for children, the Twilight phenomenon has led to what many are calling a golden age of fiction for teenagers. Paranormal romances driven by unfulfilled sexual tension, adventure stories about zombies and demons, and the latest dystopian thrillers. It's subjects like these which have introduced many authors to the possibilities offered by young adult fiction.
I think before there was a feeling that books for teenagers tended to be sort of issue books. My mother, I've got a single parent, my sister's a lesbian, my brother's a junkie, and I've just dropped my flower baby in a puddle type of a book. And yeah, there's room in the world for that type of thing, but kids also need fantasy and adventure and excitement to be taken out of their world. In my books, I can talk about death and disease and aging and change and relationships between adults and kids. But actually what the kids think they're reading is a book about zombie adults trying to eat children.
If authors have got better at writing books for teenagers, then publishers have also got better at marketing these books. This is usually done online and increasingly using specially shot trailers. The idea is to make teenagers feel that they're discovering the books for themselves.
Teenagers don't like to be kind of told what to do, which I don't think that's kind of rocket science, but they're also very savvy about being advertised to. So what we're finding with our research is that what they're looking for is something that they can react to, that they can talk about, that they can share.
What makes you buy a book? Okay, is it the front cover?
There have also been changes in the teaching of English. At this school, the focus is not just on teaching classic texts, but on giving teenagers the tools with which to choose the right books for them, and in this way, instilling them a genuine passion for reading.
Teenagers do get tired with this kind of negative, hoodie kind of generation, and you see from yourself from being in a school in inner city London, that's not the case. That they're actually quite sensitive, and we need to be sensitive to their needs then.
My book here is a thriller.
Scenes like this, coupled with the latest sales figures, could offer a glimmer of hope for a publishing industry described by many as being in crisis. And perhaps even for a whole generation, sometimes criticised for sliding towards moral and intellectual collapse.
Matthew Kane.